I have done PMP, Professional Business Analysis, Scheduling Professional, Risk Management Professional, Lean Six Sigma Green Belt, and I have also done some certification that is related to health and safety. I have started this daily video series in which I am discussing one or two concepts of PMP. Today we are going to discuss agile methodology that is relevant to your PMP exam. PMP exam is changing on 2nd of January of 2021. Then most of the questions will be related to agile. But till 31st December, we are expecting to have at least 20% questions that are related to agile methodologies. So this is just a screenshot of my notes. What is agile and how it is related to all our work. Agiles are used in rapid changing environment when scope is not fixed. This is very important. If you remember from your PIM book, Agile have inverted triangle, that is, it is time boxed and cost is fixed, whereas scope can vary. It is an agile way of doing things as it is intended to the high level of changes. What is meaning by this is that in agile you expect that things are going to be changed, and customer collaboration is simply the most important thing in agile. You need ongoing stakeholder involvement in agile methodologies. Now, Agile have many framework: Scrum, Kanban, Lean, Extreme Programming, Crystal Method, Dynamic System Development, FDD. Scrum and Extreme Programming are widely used all over the world. Here, we are going to discuss Scrum framework because in PIMBOK and in most of the world, Scrum is the most known framework. But before that, let's discuss what are the core values of Agile. In Agile, we value individual and interactions over processes and tools. In Agile, we value working software over comprehensive documentation. In Agile, customer collaboration is valued over contract negotiation. We expect change instead of following the plan. This means that all these things on the left side, although right hand side things are important and they are extremely important in predictive, but in agile, left hand side things are valued more than right hand things. Okay, let's look at the agile project management that is limited to PIMBOK scope or that is limited to PMP scope. For all IT people, I understand this is not agile, this is Scrum. And Scrum is not the only methodology, but PMP limits it to Scrum. What happened? You get input from the customer, stakeholders, team, executives, and you give it to product owner. Then product owner make a prioritized list of what is required to do, what is has to be done. And this prioritized list is known as product backlog. Now product backlog is just like the Gantt chart or the work need to be done in the predictive methodology. Once the product backlog has been finalized, then a sprint meeting is held. In sprint meeting, the team selects the top of the activities in the product backlog that they can commit to deliver in a sprint. Then they further categorize or prioritize these items that they have selected and they called it as spring backlog. All the tasks that they have to do, they have been break out into smaller tasks. You can consider it as work breakdown structure to understand if you are in predictive methodology. Normally, the spring is from 1 to 4 week, and at the end of sprint, you have something deliverable. You have to produce something deliverable to give it to your customer, to your owner, to your product owner. And at the end of sprint, customers, stakeholders, development team, and Scrum Master, they get together and they review the finished product. They review what has been done good, what could be improved, what are the functions and feature. And then that only the development team get together and they see how the processes can be improved for next sprint, how the things can be implemented better in the next sprint. One other important thing that happens during the sprint, during daily, is daily stand-up meeting. Each day, the team get together in the same location for 15 minutes to discuss what has happened yesterday, what can happen today, and what are the impediments that are blocking the team to achieve their goal. Scrum Master, he is responsible for organizing this daily stand-up meeting. Now, just like we have different type of charts in predictive environment, we have burn up or burn down chart in agile methodology. They are basically showing you how the work is progressing, how much the work is done, and how much the work is remaining. This is the generally overview of the agile project management. I hope you get the basic understanding of agile project management. In the next slide, I will just show different view from different author what they think about Scrum methodology. Okay, let's see this view. You have a vision of a product that you want to build. You make user stories. You make user stories that what the user want. User stories are very short stories are short things that the user want. They are explained from the user point of view. For example, I as a user want to use PowerPoint so that I can make presentation. Only three things. I as a user want to use the mic so that I can speak properly. So all the things are organized in user stories. From user stories we make product backlog, and when we prioritize the product backlog, we say that we have done grooming. From product backlog, the sprint planning meeting start. From sprint planning meeting, you make sprint. You can also call it sprint as iteration, just for your understanding. But remember, iteration is the terminology that is used in XP extreme programming. You have 1 to 4 week or 2 to 4 week, then you have daily stand up. At the end of the sprint, you have sprint review, then sprint retrospective. You also have also explained product burn up and burn down charts. Let's look at it at other view. You have a vision, user stories, sprint backlog, then sprint, you have daily stand-up, the Scrum Master organize it. At the end of sprint, you have some product to show up, and at the end of sprint, you have sprint review in which Scrum Master, product owner, all stakeholders come, they review that product, and in sprint retrospective, team review themselves. You can also review it from it. Now we are going into detail. What is happening? Sprint product backlog, grooming of product backlog, sprint planning. You have entered into sprint, then daily scrum. At the end of sprint, you have sprint review, sprint retrospective, and each increments keep on going. And each sprint, we have different sprint backlog. We have Scrum Master, we don't have project manager. In Scrum, Scrum Master's responsibility is to ensure that Scrum methodologies are being followed. Product owner is responsible for managing the product backlog, and development team, they are working in the self laissez-faire methodology that is being used in the chapter 1 of chapter 3 of PIMBOK, that they are self-organizing team. Definition of done has been categorized. What is the definition of done? Let's look at other view. Product owner, input from the end user, he make product backlog. The team, Spring, the Scrum Master and the development team, they select what things they can deliver in this sprint. Then they make sprint backlog or task. Then they do sprint. They held daily scrum. Scrum Master is responsible for this. At the end of sprint, 1 to 4 week, you have a product at your hand. You get sprint review, stakeholders get together, then sprint retrospective, only development team get together. This is another thing. This moves here. Input, product owner, prioritize backlog, prioritize list of what is required feature, product backlog, sprint planning, then sprint backlog, task organized. Then remember, when sprint backlog is made, no change are made in sprint backlog. Daily scrum, then at the end of sprint, you have a sprint review. You can have a product demo also in the sprint review. Then you have sprint retrospective. In the sprint retrospective, only development teams come there and discuss it. Now, this is another view. This is a very good form. You have a vision of the product. Then you have from the vision, you make user stories. From user stories, product backlog is formed. From product backlog, you select the product backlog and you make a sprint backlog. From sprint backlog, you go into the sprint 2 to 4 weeks. You held daily scrum. Scrum master is basically responsible for holding that. At the end of sprint, a functionality is made. At the end of once the product demo is given, you have sprint review. Stakeholders check it that whether the product is usable or not. And then you have sprint retrospective. Only the development team come together. They discuss the processes, how they can improve in the next sprint. This is another form you can see. Okay, this is another form. You can also look at it. Now, I just want to discuss what is daily scrum because you can expect a question in the examination. What is daily scrum? Daily scrum is time box activity that happens same place, same time. It is facilitated by Scrum Master. It is time boxed to 15 minutes. Only three questions are asked. What did I do yesterday? What will I do today? And is there any impediment? Is there any block roads in my work that I need help of anyone? That's it. What did I do yesterday that helped the team meet the sprint goal? What will I do today to help the team meet the sprint goal? Did I see any impediments that prevents me or my teammates for meeting the sprint goals? Scrum has some values that are courage, commitment, focus, openness, respect. These are also agile values. Although agile have different values, but these values are also implemented in agile. Let's look at these values in detail. Courage. Scrum team members have the courage to do the right thing and work on tough problems. They focus, everyone focus on the work of the sprint and the goal of the Scrum team. Everyone is committed to personally achieving the goal of Scrum team. Everyone respect each other and there's an openness in team and stakeholders to agree to all the things that they are going to do. Friends, one most important announcement that I want to give here. For the first time, we have launched this PMP exam preparation course. This course is for those guys who have done their preparation from Udemy or any other trainer, but they are lacking the clarity how to prepare the exam. So we are having this test session, this exam preparation specially designed for you guys. We are going to give you complete exam preparation. We are not going to give the details how the processes are there, how the knowledge areas are there. We are assuming that if you have gone through PMP training or PMP boot camp, you already know that. We are just having test session. We are explaining the processes. We are going into detail, into depth, the detail and depth you need for PMP exam, but we are not going into basic concept. We are going to have mock test. You can have one-on-one coaching, and this is very important. We are not doing this in groups. We are doing this on individual sessions. And we are going to have special class on emotional intelligence as well as communication skills, because you can expect questions on this in your exam. We are going to have a class on the basic structure and the rules and responsibility. What are the ethics that are expected from you? And at the end of this session, you will be mastering 49 processes and you will be clearing your PMP exam if you follow our approach. See you in that exam. That's all about today, and tomorrow